Hey YouTube, this is Sensei Sean reporting in for another review. Today we're going to be reviewing the one of the later releases from Athearn Genesis. It's going to be the SD70M Southern Pacific paint with a UP patch on it, number 3986. So I did pre-order two flared radiator SD70Ms. But I didn't get any of the flat ones for some reason. I don't know why. Oh well. Anyway, as you know, I went up to. In my last video, I said I went up to Lombard. This was also a unit that decided to follow me home that I didn't show because I was waiting to review it. So I got this one from Lombard Hobbies. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, I like it a lot. As you can tell, I've already changed the couplers on it too. It comes with the standard McHenry plastic couplers, which I hate. And I changed them out. It was kind of difficult to change them out because there's a lot of detail on that front pilot, right there, right by the cow catcher, and there's one on the back side. There's the cut levers, there's the air hoses, there's the MU hoses, everything. And it's just a really highly detailed locomotive, and it's great. I'm not entirely certain if this one has truck lights, or if this one has truck lights on it or not. I'm not able to see it if it does. However, I know it has standard LED lights, and sounds are pretty much the standard factory sound from Tsunami, which isn't bad. I've got quite a bit of Tsunami hot stuff in this basement, so yeah. Let's go ahead and turn on the headlight at least. And might as well turn the ditch lights on. And yeah, F6 doesn't do anything. So now we've got the headlight on. This model unfortunately does not have number boards that light up. That's the only downside you're going to get with Athearn stuff. Is that the number boards don't light up as they should per prototype. That's really my only complaint with Athearn Genesis stuff, is they don't have lighted number boards. Now they do on the steamers, but for some reason, based on like 70Ms and tunnel motors, and 90s and 60Ms, or SD90 Max and 60Ms, and even the DDA 40X, they don't have lighted number boards, and that's kind of upsetting because UP actually has lighted number boards on their locomotives, on most of them anyway. I'm pretty sure they do. But Athearn has decided, no, we're not going to do lighted number boards because that's beyond our capability and knowledge or whatever. But anyway, I don't get it, so we're going to move on from that fact. It's got nice bright ditch lights. It's got a nice UP patch in the front. The way to make a Southern Pacific engine better is you add a little yellow patch to it. I'm going to get a lot of flack for saying that. I know I will, but I don't care because I model the UP, not Southern Pacific. So shove it. So shush, SP modelers. But no, this engine's actually really great. It actually pulls well. It runs really well for the model that it is. Let's go ahead and unmute it. Nice idle sequence, just idling. If you heard it, that was the bell. That's the horn. And that's pretty much the primary functions you can use. Oh yeah, function 5 is the ditch lights. Function 0 is obviously the headlight. 7 dims the headlight down. 8 is obviously your mute. 6 doesn't do anything. And 9 turns the sound down a little bit. So yeah, otherwise not a bad model. I mean, it really runs well. It sounds good. Kind of a generic horn, quiet bell. Really, this unit needs to be turned up quite a lot straight from the factory. But yeah, there's a lot of detail on the locomotive itself. A lot of detail. I mean, there's radiators that you can see through, or grills. I mean, grills that you can see through, not radiators. Grills you can see through. That's kind of cool. The weird thing about this locomotive, and you kind of can't really see it on camera, but if you have this model, right here on the windows, it's very dark to see through the windows. I don't know if they're using a different plastic or not. I mean, up here in the front, they're very clear, but here on the sides, it's very kind of, it's very dark windows. It's very kind of like back to where they were even before Tsunami 1. So, I don't know if that's something that I don't know if it's something new or if it's just reused. But it looks old. It makes the locomotive look really old and tired. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go get a train hooked onto this locomotive, and we'll see how she runs. All right, now we got the train hooked down. Let's get her going. So now we've seen it run, and I'm gonna say it runs really well. It was pretty much on notch 8 in terms of diesel wording. Pretty on notch 8 for the whole time, which, don't get me wrong, I mean, it's perfectly fine. But it was at like speed step, I want to say almost 40 at notch 8, which it's fine. I mean, would I prefer to be, if it were for it to, would I prefer it to be more stretched out over the whole 128 speed steps? Sure. Is it fine? But is it fine for what it is? Absolutely. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. And for, I think, what is it, like 260 with DCC and sound? It's not terrible. It's not really a bad price. Athearn's MSRP, I think, on this engine was like 300 something. But yeah, that's not a bad price for this engine. And and obviously, if you're an SP nut, get the one that doesn't have a UP patch in it. And if you're a UP guy, get both, because they still run, because they can technically run both, depending on what era you do. If you do 1999 to 2013, they'll still have some patched SD70Ms. SD70Ms. If you do modern, like right now, 2020, you're gonna have to buy all those in UP paint because they've all been repainted. Anyways, Sensation signing off for now. See you guys later.